A Chinatown strip mall is running out of clean restaurants. In this week's second helping of Dirty Dining, Darcy Spears visits the fifth restaurant at the same address.
Kaya Sushi, Ichiza, Cafe Noodle, Tea Station, all on at least once, some even repeat offenders. Now, with a 33 demerit C grade, we add Korean Garden to the growing Dirty Dining list in this strip mall on Spring Mountain in Arville.
Hello. Don't look so surprised. Who's in charge?
We found Korean Garden in the midst of remodeling their dining area. The group of employees eating takeout pizza got up and scattered without a word.
Okay, so now I'm standing here in a completely empty restaurant. All the people who were in here scattered like cockroaches when the light comes on when we walked in, including the construction workers. So I don't know what's going on.
We finally get the chance to explain why we're there. Then someone hands me a cell phone.
This is the manager on the phone? Okay.
But we don't get very far.
That you're asking me to leave and you don't want any of your staff members to talk to me.
We left, but soon thereafter, Korean Garden decided to address their health code violations in an on-camera interview.
Why did you guys change your mind and ask us to come back?
Well, the owner, Jeannie Kim, she's really concerned, wants to make sure that we're following the regulations, that everything's up to snuff, and that we're the best Korean restaurant in town.
The owner hired food safety consultant Linda Burns to whip things into shape.
And a lot of times in ethnic restaurants, there are some cultural differences.
Inspectors found raw beef liquid being dumped into a sink right next to cooked broccoli, a raw onion sitting directly on a wire shelf, some blood that hadn't been cleaned off a prep surface, and meat defrosting in a deteriorating cardboard box on the floor.
Not a sanitary condition to be defrosting meat.
No, and I do understand that, and like I said, we're addressing all these training gaps.
Other open meat was defrosting in standing water in a pot on the floor next to the drain. Clean bowls weren't all that clean, and there was a repeat violation for the person in charge not being knowledgeable about basic food safety. Chef Linda says the entire staff needs more training.
When it's slow, you can follow all the rules, and when it's busy, then they say, oh, this slips and that slips, and so that's part of the training, is that they understand that it's not acceptable to not follow the rules.
Like prepping raw beef, then green onions on the same surface without cleaning in between.
So there were some issues, and there are some employees that are on probation because of certain procedural things that weren't being followed.
There was food uncovered throughout the kitchen, including meat in the freezer, which had fallen onto the floor, and there were flies in the restaurant.
So nobody likes to hear about bugs in the restaurant. They had their door open, let the fresh air in. It also let some flies in.
And they're very concerned about that. And if you look around, I mean, we should take a look in the kitchen. It's beautiful.
In the kitchen,
you've got your labels, you've got your dates.
They've done some deep cleaning and are paying strict attention to health code requirements. Just about everything looked ready for reinspection, but on our way out.
Okay, wait, what is that? Someone has to tell me what this is, this galaxy of water. Linda, what is that?
They say that's the evidence of their deep cleaning waiting to be disposed of properly.
Korean Garden still has a C grade. They're anticipating reinspection early next week. Darcy Spears, 13 Action News.